My name's Alfred Ogene. I'm the Acting Executive Director, Uganda Development Corporation. Uganda Development Corporation is an investment arm of the government of Uganda. It has recently been reorganized and is going back to catalyze economic development in this country. As an investment arm of government, we will be involved in investing in industrial establishments, industrial and manufacturing establishments that are not necessarily attractive to the private sector. That way, we'll be able to attract the private sector players who do not see an immediate benefit in investing in a given industry. And with time, once this has started making profit and making business sense, we should then be able to release this to the private sector for them to own. The UDC that is going to be formed is not going to invest in perpetuity in any given industry. We want to invest, attract people, private players, and we all know that private enterprise is the best engine to move economies forward. So we want to invest, make them going concerns, and then release them to the private sector. At the time the innovators and promoters of the Kiira EV came to us, we were grappling with what are the areas as Uganda Development Corporation we need to go into. We had obviously looked at a number of enterprises, mainly in agricultural, but when this idea of making vehicles, and not only making vehicles that everybody else makes, making vehicles that are powered by solar energy, this was an exciting moment. So we jumped onto this. We all agreed that this was something that was worth looking at, and I can assure you we have been borne out by that enthusiasm. Today we saw the launch of the Kiira bus. We have seen the launch of the other two concept vehicles, the Kiira EV, the Lime vehicle, and the Kiira Smart. We're now going to the Kiira bus, which will open the doors to making commercial vehicles first and foremost, and then later on we move into the luxury and sedan vehicles. We have developed a 5-year plan for the Kiira Motors Corporation. Between 2015 and 2018, those are the 5 years. We are hoping to be getting in the region of $50 million US every year over that period. So if that money is given by 2018, we should be able to produce vehicles in this country. What are the other investments that have been done? Government has so willingly given us land in Jinja, 100 acres of prime land, where we hope to establish a manufacturing plant for the Kiira Motors Corporation. We have also, again through the assistance of government, been able to invest in the personnel, into the people who are doing this. A lot of our engineers have received training both locally and abroad. We've trained people in the States. We all know that vehicle manufacturing is prominent in the United States of America, in the Michigan areas. So we've had our people move, and they will continue moving in that area. We will continue doing the training of these young engineers so that they can come back and take over at Kiira Motors Corporation. As I said earlier, at UDC we don't want to take the whole pie alone, but sometimes it takes one person or two people to be able to move something forward for the others to join. For the moment, we are partnering with Makerere University, but we welcome any other investor to join us into this operation. Secondly, certain things don't need re-engineering. There are people out there across the globe who have been to vehicle manufacturing. If we can partner with these people, and we are looking out for them, if we can partner with them to be able to produce this vehicle in Uganda, we will do that. We don't want to do this as a Ugandan operation. Initially we have estimated that at the height in about 2025, in about 2025, we will be injecting into the economy about $27 million every year. I also need to add that once we start manufacturing vehicles in 2018, by 2023, this enterprise will have gone into profit. We expect to make $2.7 million in 2023, and from there on, this company will be making profit for Uganda. There are obvious other benefits apart from the economic benefit to this country. There will be jobs. Initially in the construction phase, which we start this year, we'll have about 12,000 jobs. Then we go into the manufacturing phase, we'll have 2,000 direct jobs in Jinja. But as you know, vehicles are made of so many different parts. We are going to have people making different parts of that vehicle. Call them wipers, call them brakes, call them tire lights, tail lights. I don't know what else. All these, by 2029, we should be making them in Uganda so that we achieve the vehicle should be 90% components made in Uganda. We have iron ore deposits in southwestern Uganda. I forget the figures, but I can give that to you. 260. We have 260 million metric tons.
I like that you said in South Uganda. So we have this in southern.
We have 260 million metric tons of iron ore in southwestern Uganda. This is yet to be exploited. From iron ore, we can make all the steel and steel products that go into vehicle manufacturing. Two, as you well know, Uganda has discovered oil in the Albertine region and in northwestern Uganda. Plastic parts of any make, let alone those that go into vehicle manufacturing, can be made from oil and oil products. So there will be spin-offs to those industries as well because of this industry in the automotive industry. Three, the service industry. The service industry will benefit a lot from an automotive manufacturing industry in this country. So the spin-offs to the Kiira Motor Corporation are immense. And most importantly, the belief that this will create once we've started making cars in this country, the belief that Ugandans will have in themselves that yes, we can be able to make this, and the spin-offs from that to be able to go into other things beyond just making vehicles. The linkage with education, then people will no longer be dreaming about going to look for where vehicles are made. They will visit them in Jinja. And what that implants into the minds of these young people and how far they can take their own innovations will also accrue from this particular industry.